Okay, peace, family. My name is Christina Victoria, and today I am just back with a quick reminder to send my love and well wishes and to let you know, if you don't already know, that everything is perfect. Everything is perfect, okay? Everything had to be exactly the way it happened to get you to a certain location. And so if you are in like a wilderness, a desert, maybe even a hurricane, okay, y'all, and you're like, why is all these things happening to me? How did I end up here? I promise you, okay, and I'm telling you, having come out of the hurricane, that sometimes you will find that weird things happen in order to get you to a certain location that you have to be at. And so everything is perfect. Now, before we get into this one, as always, I love you guys, wishing you abundant life, love, joy, peace, and prosperity, family, but not only to you, to your loved ones, to your communities, and even to them both. And with that, let's get into this one. So, what I wanted to talk about is how it may seem at first like when you are in seasons of difficulty, weird situations, weird relationships, okay? You might be in a weird job where the people are just acting real funny towards you, okay? And when you're in the middle of these things, it will feel very confusing. It will feel like, why are these things happening? Why am I among these people? Why are they treating me this way? All of that kind of stuff. And so I wanted to just reassure somebody, 2, 3, 10, 20, 100, 1,000 people out here, okay, that everything is perfect, okay? And it really is not going to seem like it at first, but everything is perfect in that you need certain situations, certain lessons, and certain people to teach you certain things that you need to know along your journey. Okay, so if you think about, like, I don't really play video games, but like if you think about certain video games where they have like the adventure games, and like, you have a certain set of tools, and then you have a certain set of like missions, okay? And so your mission is to go and talk to this person, and then you go to that person that's like an NPC, and like all they can say is like the same line like over and over again. They're like, hello, my name is John. Hello, my name is John. Here's what you need, okay? There are people that you will encounter just like that, okay? Who are like literally in your life just to give you information, okay? You might be like walking down the street and a random person, homeless person, someone you don't know, might just start talking to you and give you like a seed of wisdom that you need, okay? This is how God works. You might end up in a job where you're like, I hate this job. I'm miserable. Why am I here? But there was one person you needed to meet there, okay? Or one skill set you needed to learn there, or one lesson that you needed to learn there, that you just had to have this pit stop along the way, right? That's not the destination. It's just a pit stop along the way to give you the information, the skills, the lessons, the connections that you need in order to get to your destination. And so I have found that I really have learned the importance of coming into obedience, okay? And coming into obedience with God the Most High, and really listening to God. And really, when you have certain things on your heart that you're like, for some reason, I need to change my life in this way. For some reason, I need to start dressing differently or changing certain behaviors. Really listen to that and follow that, because, again, all of this is coming out of my own experience of really coming to a certain place in my life where I'm like, whoa, a lot of things are making sense, family. A lot of things are making sense. And I'm looking back on my life and realizing that every single thing had to be exactly the way that it was in order for me to get to this place that I'm at now. And for me to have met the people that I met, broke up with the people that I broke up with, worked at the places that I worked at, everything had to be a certain way to grow me and shape me and to help me to learn certain things so that I could do the real mission, okay? And so I think a lot of times we get the mistake, or we start being stuck in these temporary places and think that these temporary places are where, we get so stuck into the minutia of our life that we forget that there's a destination that we're going to, okay? And so, one, this is encouragement that wherever you are right now, if you're in some weird type of situation, it is literally a pit stop toward whatever your destination is, okay? Second thing is obedience. And I was really thinking last night about some of the decisions I've made over the past couple of years that really, really changed my life. And some of the things I've done that I know people have looked at me like real side eye, like, what is she doing? Like, why is she like this? Why is she so weird? Why is she wrapping her hair when I used to wrap my hair every day? Why is she, just certain things that God would tell me to do. And I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to look funny to some people, and some people made comments, some people this and that. But now I've come to a place where I'm like, oh, like, this is why God asked me to do these things. One, to grow me in obedience. But secondly, because certain things you won't see where the destination is leading to. Like, you just won't. All you will know is that God says, wrap your hair. Wrap your hair. Okay. And you're like, why am I wrapping my hair right now? Like, these people are making fun of me. Like, I look silly. Like, why am I doing it? But like, there's something I needed to learn in doing that. Okay, there are certain principles you need to learn, and just certain things God is asking you to do. And it may not be until a year, 2 years, years later that you're like, oh, now I see why God told me to do that. But if you hadn't been in obedience, if you had been trusting your human eyesight as opposed to your spiritual eyesight, okay, you may not obey what God is telling you to do. And sometimes God is really testing to see, like, will you follow me? Will you trust me? I have something big in store for you, for real, real. Like, I have something big in store for you, but I need you to grow in your obedience, and I need you to learn certain lessons first in these kind of sucky situations, in a sucky relationship, whatever it is. Like, sometimes you really have to learn and grow in certain ways, and have certain experiences. Okay, just have certain experiences that, again, your life is your own. It's not for anyone else to get it. Okay, for real, it's not for anyone else to get it. They don't have to get it. If you know in your heart, and in your prayer time and in your quiet time, you know in your heart that God said, do this, do it, and there's a point where and I'll probably save some of this for tomorrow's video, but there's a point where you really have to just get comfortable in your own skin and be like, look, I have to stay true to what makes sense to me, and I promise you it will work out. Everything is perfect. Like, if you ever saw the Lego movie where it's like, everything is awesome, everything is cool when you're part of a team. Like, it's like, it literally is like, if you're going through those wilderness seasons, you will, I promise you, I swear, I promise you, get to this place where you're like, everything is awesome. And it's like, it's so awesome and it's so perfect. And it's only because you followed through on what you were told to do. Okay, so before we wrap up, I'm gonna get a little bit of Bible in here just to like hit it home. Okay, when you think about the Israelites when they were in exile, okay, they're in exile. It looks like there's no food, there's no water, okay? There's nothing here. These people wandered around the wilderness for 40 years, family, okay? 40 years. And it was not a 40-year journey, okay? It was not, I don't know exactly the distance, okay? But they probably could have made this journey in about a month, 2 months, a couple of months. This could have been a short journey of maybe a few months at the most, okay? But they were stuck going in circles, okay? Going in circles. They were stuck. And it was because of their disobedience. It was quite literally because, Moses is over here on the mountain receiving the 10 commandments from the Lord, and these people are down here like, let's collect all of our gold and make a golden calf, and they start worshiping this calf. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, sometimes you have to just sit in this quietness, sit in the pause, sit in the like, okay, until God says to do something, just don't do anything, just do nothing, right? And wait until you have clear instruction. Okay, wait and pray until you have very clear instruction of what to do, and then do that. And a lot of times we get so anxious and busy that we start kind of meddling in our life and doing things that we weren't supposed to even be doing in the first place. Okay, and we create chaos for ourselves, and we actually stagnate our own lives and prevent ourselves from moving forward, when a journey that could have been 3 months ends up being 40 years. Okay, and so this is just encouragement for anyone. If you are in the wilderness, okay, if you were in exile, you were in the desert, there's no water, there's no food, okay, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Everything is perfect. Everything is actually perfect, okay, even in those moments. And that, the water might come out of a rock, the food might come straight out of heaven, okay, whatever you need will come, but you have to keep having this almost crazy faith, okay, almost crazy faith that, okay, I'm in this weird location, I'm in this weird relationship, I'm in this weird job, whatever it is. What is it that God is trying to teach me right now through this? And once you get that, okay, all of a sudden, you will move forward, okay? The second you get the lesson, you'll be able to move forward, but you have to catch the lesson. As long as you're refusing to be obedient, you will just keep going in circles. Just keep going in circles. going in circles, be like, why do I keep having the same, move from job to job and have the same boss somehow? Not the same person, but the same experience, because you didn't catch the lesson. Okay, you didn't catch the lesson. So here's my quick reminder to you all. I love you guys, that everything is perfect. And I wish you all just an absolutely miraculous, happy and healed day. And as always, I will see you on the next one.